Top 10 extinct creatures that aren't extinct. We appear to be assaulted continually by fate and misery. Stories of new creatures getting wiped out and being informed that we ought to stop it. Something that is typically unthinkable for the normal individual. I figured it may be ideal to show a positive rundown about wiped out creatures, so here is my rundown on the main 10 creatures that were believed to be terminated however are in reality still around. Premies player placeholder 10 New Holland Mouse NSW New Holland Mouse. The New Holland Mouse is a rat initially portrayed in 1843. It disappeared from sea after that and was assumed terminated until it was rediscovered in 1967. It is discovered uniquely in Australia. The mouse is right now recorded as jeopardized and some of the populaces are currently viewed as wiped out, some because of the Ash Wednesday wildfires in 1983. 9 Fierce Skink. The fierce skink, Bobacinus bocorti, was for quite some time thought terminated until an example was found in 2003 in New Caledonia. The skink gauges around 50 centimeters and has long sharp-ended teeth, uncommon for a skink as they are typically omnivores. The main other known case of the skink was additionally found in New Caledonia in 1876. 8 Goliath Palouse Earthworm. Goliath Palouse Earthworm, the giant Palouse earthworm from North America, was viewed as wiped out during the 1980s. However, as of late it has re-emerged. Little is thought about the worm, however what is known as exceptionally unusual. It can grow up to 3 feet long and when taken care of, emits a smell like lilies. The animal is accepted to have the option to spit and safeguard. It is pale-skinned person in shading. 7 Takahe. Takahe mother and Chika. Takahe is a flightless fowl local toward the South Island of New Zealand. It was believed to be wiped out after the last 4 examples were taken in 1898. After a broad quest for the fledgling, it was rediscovered close to Lake Taiana in 1948. The winged animal is as of now imperiled. Takahes have an irregular dietary pattern, where they pluck grass with their nose, handle it in one paw, and eat just the gentlest parts at the base of the leaf. They at that point discard the rest. 6 Mountain Pygmy Possum. CM Possum Wideweb 470X3560. The mountain pygmy possum was first depicted as a Pleistocene fossil in 1896. It was rediscovered alive in 1966 out of a ski cottage on Mount Hotham, Australia. The possum is mouse-sized and is found in thick snow-capped rocks and stones. The female possums live at the highest point of the mountain while the guys live let down, so as to mate. The guys venture out up to the females. Since they have to go across a street, their endurance was at serious risk. So the Australian government assembled them a passage of adoration underneath the street. 5 Gracillodrus. Grack 1 Gracillodrus is a sort of nighttime ants that were just known through the fossil record. In truth, the main realized fossil existing of this subterranean insect is an example in Golden. The ants were found alive and were depicted in 2006. However, right up till the present time almost no is thought about them. The ants live in little provinces and home in soil. 4 Bermuda Petrel 061905 FEAS1. The Bermuda petrel, a nighttime ground-settling ocean feathered creature, was thought terminated for a long time. It is the national feathered creature of Bermuda and was rediscovered in 1951 when 18 sets were found. It was accepted to have been made terminated after the English settled Bermuda and presented felines, rodents, and pooches. The winged animal has a shocking call that made Spanish mariners accept the Isles were spooky by devils. Therefore, they never settled there. 3. Laotian rock rat DN 11697-1536. The Laotian rock rat, otherwise called the rodent squirrel, was first depicted in 2005 by a researcher who put it into its own group of animals, Leonastidae. After 1 year, the arrangement was contested by other people who accept that the stone rodent is really an individual from the wiped-out family Diatomidae, which disappeared in the late Miocene time frame. The creatures resemble enormous dim rodents with tails like a squirrel. Shockingly, the primary examples were found discounted as meat at market in Laos. 2. La Palma, the giant lizard 1,198,058,656 G0. The La Palma giant lizard was thought wiped out from 1500. It lived in La Palma, in the Canary Islands, and it is accepted that the presentation of felines caused its last destruction. In 2007 it was rediscovered in its unique area regardless of the conviction that the main reptiles left in the Canary Island were on Gran Canaria. An intriguing side note is that the islands are named after canines, not canaries. The name originates from the Latin insula Canaria, which signifies island of the dogs. Canary winged animals are really named after the islands. 1. The coelacanth R144892506,271. This passage is number 1 since it is the coolest. The coelacanth was believed to be terminated since the finish of the Cretaceous time frame. In 1938 it was rediscovered in different African countries, making it a Lazarus taxon, to one of a gathering of living beings that vanishes from the fossil record just to return to life later. Coelacanths initially show up in the fossil record 410 million years prior. They typically live close to the base of the seafloor, however have, on certain events, been gotten nearer to the surface. They have been known to develop past 15 feet in length, however there is definitely not a solitary assault record on a human as the fish live so profound.